While an estimated 640,000 tons of fishing gear gets discarded into the oceans each year, known as ghost nets, they're one of the greatest physical threats to marine life. In Thailand, an initiative is working with local fishing villages to give discarded fishing nets a new life as COVID-19 protection gear. Our correspondent Dusita Salkau reports.
Thailand's coastline, calm, picturesque, but along its shores lapped by striking blue water is something more sinister. Silent killers carried by currents wrapping themselves around reefs and claiming lives of marine creatures, great and small. Ironically, it sets out on a journey with what it was designed to do, catch fish. For small-scale fishermen like Anand, it is essential to his livelihood and puts food on the plates of millions more. But once lost, abandoned or discarded into the sea, they become ghost nets, drifting untethered for centuries.
Before, I admit that we used to throw them away everywhere. We just leave them on the shore. But I always wondered how we could clean it up, because we saw there was a problem with marine animals dying.
All told, experts have estimated that there's roughly 640,000 tons of these nets currently in the ocean, accounting for 10% of the marine plastic trash. Just to give you an idea of the scale of this problem, a fisherman here uses 3-meter nets that weigh around 1 kilogram and has to be replaced every month. A small fishing boat uses 20 nets at a time. That's around 240 nets each year. Thailand has one of the world's largest fishing industries and employs around 650,000 people. So it's no surprise that it is also one of the world's top marine plastic polluters. But in Thailand, these used fishing nets have been given a second life, a life that now seeks to protect people against coronavirus.
For the past 6 months, we have helped over 140 fishers recycle 1.3 tons of their used fishing nets into COVID-19 fighting gears. The income that they can get from our project sort of like helps sustain their community as well.
The process itself is as low impact as possible. Once the nets are collected, they are cleaned, broken down into granules, and melted into product molds, from face shields, push sticks, hand sanitizer bottles, to table partitions for restaurants.
With COVID items, I think we have quite a full range of this to protect people. But after COVID, what happened? The ocean trash is still there, air pollution is still there. So we are thinking more of the long-term strategy on how to help people to think more about the earth.
It's an all-domestic solution to a global problem. And as fish stocks decline due to overfishing and global warming, the number of nets set in waters to catch them increases. Whole coral reefs can be turned into barren wastelands, haunted by these deadly, drifting ghosts. Dusita Salkau, CGTN, Rayong, Thailand.